Hi, welcome to History Bell, where in this podcast with me, April, your bountification will always ring with untold histories. So our motto goes, this time we will discuss the heroic yet romantic tale of a soldier during the Xinhai Revolution in China, 1911. It was a people's movement to overthrow the corrupt Qing dynasty. Okay, when you hear about Xinhai Revolution, most of you may only remember famous figures like Dr. Sun Yat-sen. However, I'll make it different this time, and a remarkable figure we'll highlight today is Juemin. So, Juemin was a fighter who, although his character only appears for less than 2 minutes in the 1911 Revolution movie, to this day, his letter to his beloved wife is still preserved in China's high school textbook. Born in 1887 in his hometown of Fujian during the Qing dynasty, now the city of Fuzhou, Lin came from an educated family. He was an intelligent student at Fujian Academy, which had a Western-style curriculum. As a result, he mastered several foreign languages like English, Japanese, and German. At 18, his uncle who adopted him arranged his marriage to a girl named Chen Yiying in 1905. It was a common practice in China at the time. It wasn't until 1950, with the marriage law of the People's Republic of China, that the government banned family interference, allowing people to choose their own partners. But despite the arrangement, Lin and Ying fell deeply in love and soon had a child. Within 2 years, however, Lin had to leave his family to study in Japan at Keio University, a highly reputable school where young people there were trained for Japan's major restoration. Unlike many Chinese students who only stayed for short courses in Japan, Lin managed to enroll as a full-time student. Unexpectedly, Japan became the place where he joined the Tongmenghui, an organization founded by Dr. Sun Yat-sen, whose main vision was to establish the Republic of China. As a revolutionary member of Tongmenghui, Lin and his friend returned to China to prepare for the Guangzhou uprising of 1911. Having returned to his hometown to reunite with his family, he only got to spend a month with them before he had to leave his pregnant wife to join the Tongmenghui forces led by Wang Sheng, which commenced on 27 1911. Unfortunately, this action ended in failure, and the fighters, including Lin Juemin, were arrested and sentenced to death. Lin then was buried alongside 71 other martyrs in Huangwagang. However, the story doesn't end here. It revealed that 3 days before the uprising, Lin Juemin was wrote letters to his father and wife, all written in Chinese characters and language, but I will read a small part of its English translation. First, the letter to his father reads, "From your recalcitrant son, Juemin. With respect. My father, I am now dead. I regret bringing suffering upon you and hardship upon my brothers and sisters. But on balance, it is for the greater good of our entire country. I beg you forgiveness for the enormity." I know, that's hard enough. Meanwhile, the letter to his wife, written on a handkerchief, contained many heartfelt words. In the opening line, he sadly said, "Yiying, dearest, with this letter, I now bid you farewell. As I write this letter, I am still a man in the land of the living. But when you read it, I'll be a ghost in the netherworld." The rest of the letter reflects a common theme among radical intellectuals in the late Qing dynasty, who often intertwined romantic love with the story of their self-sacrifice. It can be seen in the letter when Juemin expressed the emotional turmoil he faced when he decided to leave his wife and join the uprising. But then, in another line, he tried to romanticize it by saying, "I did this for every one of us, and be glad that the sacrifice we make of our love and your well-being is for each and every one of us, in the hope of bringing a lasting happiness to our country." Sadly, this letter full of love couldn't comfort Chen Yiying, as Lin's wife passed away in a state of depression 2 years after giving birth to their child in 1913. Dear listeners, From this story, we learn that nations born out from revolutions stand on the extraordinary and fearless sacrifices of their fighters. Finally, thank you for joining me in this program. See you in the next podcast.